Hello, America. I'm Mike Franzone. Thank you so much for tuning into my show. Well, I want to talk to you about wimpy Christians. All right, I'm a Christian. I'm not ashamed of that. I'm a Christian first, a conservative second, and a Republican third. C.S. Lewis said this. Let me quote him. All right, he says that men in the English-speaking world have largely been emasculated. He uses a word here called men without chest. I guess what I'm trying to say, what in the world is going on with you who call yourself Christian? Why are you acting like wimps? Why are you backing away? I mean, there's a verse in the book of Isaiah that says this, Isaiah 5 verse 20. They call evil good and good evil. So what happens is we're allowing the Marxists and the leftists in this country and people who hate America, who are not patriotic, who are unprincipled, to pretty much push us off the edge. I mean, maybe we're confused, about Christ's command to love others. Because maybe you think that loving others means you have to be liked as well. Or it means being likable, all right? Excuse me, we are to love other people. No doubt, no problem with that. But it doesn't mean everybody's going to like you. I mean, I think we've also kind of muzzled pastors today. Pastors and Christians today are not speaking up. They're not standing for what's right. Now, history has shown that spiritual men and spiritual women were used to influence men and women in the secular realm, as we would call it. Pericles, the Athenian statesman, said this: happiness depends on freedom, and freedom depends on courage. What is wrong with fighting for things that matter? What is wrong with standing up for righteousness, standing up for what is right, okay? I mean, this weak, wimpy kind of Christianity. I mean, even the other day, I heard somebody say, now, don't get too crazy on Facebook. We don't want to offend other people. So basically he said, keep your mouth shut. Let evil reign. Let people say whatever they want to say, even though it's ugly and it's mean. And if you do stand up for what's right, they call you divisive, unloving, bigoted, and intolerant. Come on. You got to have some courage, man. You got to wake up. I mean, I think that this kind of stuff has also infected the church today. I think it's zapped Christians and zapped the church of vitality and strength, all right? This expression, I mean, if they say one thing, you're not going to, and they call you bigoted, you're a homophobe, you're a transphobe, you're all of these things. So you just back away and don't say anything. Maybe we need to be offended a little bit, all right? Maybe we need to stand up a little bit. What offends you? I'm offended by the way God's name is blasphemed in our society, in our country. I'm offended by the 54 million children murdered in the Holocaust called abortion since 1973. That offends me. I'm offended by this sordid sexual agenda that's eroding the very fabric of our Western civilization. That offends me. I'm offended by Christians that are dying for their faith, largely at the hands of Muslims, all right, at a rate of 100,000 per year in the last few years. I'm offended. Now, wait a minute. You can't be angry, right? Well, those of you who are believers, what does the Bible say? Be angry and sin not. Righteous anger has a place in Christian life. 26% of the U.S. population are evangelical Christians. It's time for us to wake up and time for us to start speaking out and sharing our feelings and sharing what the Bible teaches and about righteousness and not backing away. You know, you can share in boldness and you can be courageous and you can bathe all of that in love. But we have allowed people pretty much to shut us down. And it's going to take courage today. Because the forces that are opposed to us are determined to burn this country down. And it's going to take you being courageous. You're going to have to get up, get out, and be willing to take a stand for what's right and what is righteous. This cannot go unchallenged today. They're going to destroy this country. These Marxists and leftists are going to burn this country down. And this cannot go unchallenged. Now, when Jesus said to turn the other cheek, he did not mean turn a blind eye. The highest calling of a Christian is to be salt and light. Now, why salt and light? Well, very simply, this. Salt changes the flavor of society. It changes the culture. It preserves the principle of freedom. That's what salt does. Salt preserves. So, Christians, you are the moral and spiritual preservation of our nation. The Bible says that Christians are to be light. Now, light does what? Exposes darkness. Truth is light. Expose evil by exposing truth. Being truthful to mankind. I remember Thomas Paine, many years ago during the Revolutionary War, wrote this: "These are the times that try men's souls." We've got to protect our freedoms. And you as a believer, as a Christian, all right, if you're listening to this message, you need to understand that a lot of it falls on you. You know what's right. You know what's good. You know what's holy. You know what's godly. You're going to have to take a stand, man. You got to quit being a wimp. We don't need any more wimpy Christians. Well, let me close with this. You remember Edmund Burke, the great Edmund Burke, said this: "All that is necessary for evil to triumph is for good men to do nothing." All right. I'm Mike Franzone. This is my show. Thanks. Take care.